All right, today we're diving into a classic brain teaser, but with a twist. The stakes? Well, they're literally life or death.
Yeah, it sounds pretty out there, right? But stick with me, because it's the core of this whole puzzle. Just picture it. You've been captured, and your only ticket out is to prove you and your species are masters of logic and teamwork. So here's the setup. You and 9 other unlucky folks are abducted by these hyper-intelligent aliens, and they're looking at you like, well, like you might be lunch. But they have this one rule, a moral code, that says they can't eat a species that's truly logical and can work together. So, what do? They cook up a test.
And the stakes couldn't be clearer. You pass their little test, you all walk free. You fail, you're dinner. So, the pressure is immense. It's not just about being smart. You have to be perfectly in sync with each other.
Okay, so the rules are super strict. They line you all up, single file, one behind the other. Now you can see everyone in front of you, but you can't see anyone behind you. And, most importantly, you can't see your own hat. Oh, and the hats? They're either black or white, placed on your head completely at random. You have no clue how many of each color there are in total.
The guessing process is just as rigid. It starts with the person at the very back of the line. You know, the one who can see 9 other people. They have to guess their own hat color out loud. Just one word, black or white. Then the person in front of them goes, and so on, all the way to the front of the line. And I mean only one word. No changing your tone, no weird pauses, nothing. Any other signal, and boom, game over for everybody.
So, how do you win this thing? Well, to prove you're a logical bunch, at least 9 out of the 10 of you have to guess your hat color right. That means you get a grand total of 1 mistake. Just 1.
Now, the aliens aren't completely heartless. Before the test starts, they give you 5 minutes. 5 minutes to talk amongst yourselves and come up with a strategy. This is it. This is your one and only chance to coordinate. After that, it's complete silence.
So here's where I turn it over to you. Think about it. Is there a strategy, a 100% foolproof plan that guarantees you get at least 9 guesses right, no matter what combination of hats they put on your heads? Seriously, pause this and give it a good think. See if you can crack it. All right, you ready for the solution? The whole thing, the entire strategy, comes down to one person, the one at the very back of the line. Why them? Because they're the only one who can see everyone else's hat. Their guess isn't really a guess about their own hat. It's a piece of information. It's a signal. And to understand this signal, we just need one simple little concept from math: parity. Don't worry, it's easy. Parity is just whether a number is even or odd. That's it. And that's the absolute key here, because it takes all this complexity and boils it down to a simple choice: even or odd. So, during your 5-minute huddle, here's the code you all agree on. The person in the back counts the number of black hats they see in front of them. If that number is odd, they're going to say the word black. If the number is even, they're going to say white. Simple as that. Odd means black, even means white.
Now this is the most important part. That first person isn't actually trying to guess their own hat color. They're sacrificing their guess. They're using their one word to send that message about parity. They've got a 50-50 shot of being right by pure chance, but who cares? They are the designated allowable mistake. Their job is to give everyone else the one piece of data they need to survive.
Okay, so how does this one signal create a perfect domino effect of correct guesses? Let's walk through it with an example. Let's say the guy in the back, let's call him person 10, looks ahead and sees 3 black hats. 3, that's an odd number. So what does he do? He follows the plan. He shouts out black. That's the signal. The game has begun.
All right, now it's up to person 9. She heard person 10 say black, so she knows the total number of black hats that he could see was odd. Now, she looks forward and counts the black hats in front of her. Let's say she also sees an odd number of black hats. So she thinks, okay, the starting number was odd. The number I see is odd. The count already matches, which means my hat can't be black. It has to be white, and she says white. Correct!
Okay, now for person 8. He also heard that first call, black, so he also knows the original count was odd. But when he looks forward, he sees an even number of black hats, so his logic is different. He thinks, wait a minute, the total was supposed to be odd, but I'm only seeing an even number. The only way that makes sense is if my hat is the missing black one that makes the count odd. So he says black, and he's right too. And this just keeps going perfectly all the way down the line. Each person listens to that first signal, looks at the hats in front of them, and then adjusts their thinking based on the guesses made behind them. It's a beautiful chain of pure deduction. So here's the core mechanic, boiled down. That first guess sets the target parity for everyone. Let's say it was odd. Now, for the next person in line, the calculation changes. Every time someone behind them says black, the target parity flips. So if the initial target was odd and the person right behind you says black, your new target parity is even. If they say white, it stays the same. Each black guess flips the switch for the next person.
And just like that, by following this simple, shared algorithm, you've taken a situation that was pure luck and turned it into a 100% solvable logic puzzle. It's not about one person being a genius, it's about the entire group perfectly executing a cooperative plan.
The end result? It's a guaranteed win. Yeah, the first person might be wrong. That's their sacrifice. But that's the one mistake you're allowed to make. Every single other person, from the 9th person in line all the way to the first, has exactly the information they need to know their own hat color with absolute certainty.
So, the test ends. You've got 9, maybe even 10 correct answers. You've done it. You proved you're a logical, cooperative species. And the aliens? They have to stick to their own rules. They let you all go. And just like that, the aliens leave. Still hungry, completely outsmarted by a bit of simple logic. They've got to go find some other, less logical species to snack on. A total win for brain power. But as we finish up, this whole puzzle leaves you with a really cool idea, right? It's not really about hats and aliens. It's about how one single, cleverly coded piece of information, when shared with a group, can solve a problem that's impossible for any one person to figure out alone. And that really makes you think, what other huge, complex problems out there could be cracked if we just found the right way to send that first signal?